Hey everyone! Welcome back. I am back today with more Rebels, you guys. I'm not even sure what to say about the last episode that I watched. It was so phenomenal. I think it probably might be like the... it's really hard to say if it's the best episode of Rebels because there have been so many good ones, but it's right up there, guys. It's definitely like one of the best. I'm hearing now after the fact that it is very much like a signature episode of the show, and I totally get why. I could go on about it for hours and hours. I will keep it brief because we are about to jump into the penultimate episode of season 3. And you heard a lot of just my initial thoughts last time, but I will just kind of let you know a few things that you guys let me know and just kind of how I'm feeling about it now a week later. But before I do that, I do just want to say if you're joining me early today, you know just what that means. That means that you are one of my awesome patrons. Thank you so very much. And as always, I'm sending you up those big old hugs right through that screen. And if not, still thank you for joining me today. I'm glad you're here. I do hope you'll consider supporting me that way. The link to my Patreon is going to be in that description down below. And if you are joining me on those YouTubes, I hope you'll hit like and subscribe for me. Thank you so much for that. So yeah, guys, last time was so stinking good. I loved just how they portrayed Obi-Wan. I love that, like, even though we only spent a couple of minutes with him, we can see now the full circle progression of his character from all of the other series that we've watched previously to now, and he has truly like evolved into the Obi-Wan that we know from, you know, 4, 5, and 6. I loved how just the whole like scene with Maul just blew my mind, and I just was not expecting it. And honestly, like, the whole thing was not all what I would have expected from like an Obi-Wan appearance, but it exceeded my expectations. Like, it's so much more than it could have been. It could have been like a really cool, fun cameo where he teams up and we get some real cool like nuggets of wisdom from Obi-Wan, and then we kind of part ways at the end. And what we got, I feel like, was so much more profound. And just that whole scene with Maul, like the final scene of Maul, and really someone who, to me, embodied an awful lot of like rage, anger, revenge. You know, there was just kind of this raw kind of negative energy about Maul. And to have like a moment like that where it was like peaceful and there was nothing but just compassion and forgiveness, it was just like overwhelming. I thought the whole thing was just so beautifully done visually and audio-wise as well, because we had the music taking us out of the episode, which just... that music to me, like, I don't think I've ever mentioned this, but that means so much to me. Because that is, like, one of the first scenes that I remember really, like, making an impression on me of Star Wars. Is, like, seeing as a little kid, like, Luke staring out at the twin suns, and that music playing, and just as, like, a very small child just feeling like something amazing was happening in front of me. So I just love the way that they did it. I'm tearing up just thinking about like the ending of the episode. I think it's actually like hitting me harder now that I've had time to really like dwell on it and you know, chat about it with you guys. I got some amazing feedback in my comments. First off, you guys confirmed like that sound clip of Aunt Beru was the same sound clip. It was flipped around. It was like the order of the Lukes was reversed, but it was the same sound clip. So yay on me for recognizing that. What else? Just so many. Oh, the stance that Obi-Wan takes is Qui-Gon's, and when he does that, he's setting up Maul to kind of go in and do the same thing he did to Qui-Gon, and that's when Obi-Wan just like he's like he set him up for it, and he just gets him. Honest to God, thought he cut him in half at first. But I love what they did with that just being like, you know, you're expecting this huge ongoing fiery struggle of a battle, and what it really ends up being is resolution. It's resolution for a lot of things, and in a big way I think it's resolution for Maul. And you guys have brought this up that in the comments that, you know, you reminded me that he did not even become a part of the Sith of like his own volition. We know that the way that things worked on Dathomir was that like the brothers, I guess, were just kind of like more or less just like selected and just kind of taken. And I won't get into the whole thing for anyone who hasn't seen the awesome episodes about Dathomir, but just, you know, basically he was not, he really, as tragic as it was to see the other like Sith apprentices manipulated, and it was tragic, like really seriously in the end, everyone got screwed by Palpatine, like good or bad, like either side that you were on, you got screwed. But Maul in particular just kind of was, it just felt, there was something about it that I think was even more so because of the fact that he just didn't even get into it willingly. But anyway, I love the moment between Obi-Wan and Ezra. You guys pointed out that like he knew his name. So like how did he know his name? You know, there are a couple different explanations, but like that didn't even, I was so like just lost in the moment. It didn't even like faze me at first. But so many great things. Ezra learning a big lesson, returning home to his family, a little bit wiser, and God, it was fantastic. Like I said, it was not what I expected for an Obi-Wan episode, but it exceeded my expectations so much. I loved it. And wow, what a show. What a show. I knew I was going to like this show. I knew I was going to enjoy it very much, but I don't think I could have predicted how much I ended up loving it. And so with that, I've said an awful lot already. We are about to jump into the last episode of season 3. So without further ado, what do you say we go ahead? We just jump right on into it. Let's go, Rebels. Let's do this.
Governor Price, I bring urgent news.
Of course.
God.
Right this way.
Oh, hey. Good that you're keeping an eye out on things, but also they're onto you. Not just onto you, they know. Oh, smart. Very smart.
We still have a traitor in our midst. We need to be highly cautious about what we discuss and where we speak. And what I'm about to say cannot fall into the rebels' hands.
Oh, he's like, ha 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 ha. Oh, no!
They're about to launch a major military strike against the Empire.
They wouldn't dare.
Oh, believe me, they would.
They would dare.
Everything leading up to this moment has been rehearsal. The real performance is about to begin. I'm counting on it.
Oh no! And they know about it! Dang it! Also, Tarkin.
What task with the rebels?
I believe they're about to strike our most important facility in the region. The TIE Defender factory right here on Lothal.
Because the TIEs are a big problem.
Coordinated attack by multiple rebel cells is unprecedented.
And it's exactly
but
what
see...
I've been waiting for.
Oh no.
I want you to capture their leadership.
In such a battle, it may not be possible to take prisoners.
Oh, but a man of your talents will manage. If I crush this
look at the dance they're doing.
Look at everyone. I can't believe they're all gonna help Lothal.
It wasn't just Hera.
Oh, I know. I mean, you too, Kanan. And Zeb and Sabine. If not for you guys, I'd be back on Lothal just waiting to be rescued like everyone else.
Ezra, you have never been like everyone else.
You're pretty
I
special.
always saw something. At times, I was afraid that I couldn't teach you everything you needed to know.
But you did. I've learned so much.
And so have I.
Oh.
We all have. In fact, sometimes I wonder if I have anything left to teach you.
No, that can't be true.
My own
I
Jedi
don't...
training was limited.
I don't mean about the Force. I mean about
Just...
life.
Yeah.
About being a good person.
Right.
That's what you've taught me.
Hey, you two.
Dang
It's
it!
over. Let's help out.
We're
General
5
Gordon
minutes
and
in.
Sato-
Like, I liked that moment, but I'm also scared because that felt like a big goodbye moment.
Thank you, Commander Sato. This
Hey!
day has been a long time coming. Hopefully we can finally deal a blow to the Empire and show the rest of the galaxy what we're capable of.
That would be awesome. I'm just kind of concerned that they know so much about it, but then Fulcrum knows. Kallus said, okay, there we go. There it is.
This is Fulcrum with an urgent message. Thrawn knows about...
Oh no!
By the light of Lothal moons. address you as Fulcrum. I'm afraid your rebel friends won't receive your warning.
Dang it! They're not gonna know. That's like literally the oh no. I don't think we're gonna be able to take him hand to hand. Dang it! Oh.
Is good, but limited by your training in the Imperial Academy.
Oh.
Predictable.
He's a weapon. Oh no! He caught it.
You talk too much.
I'm sorry, I had to think of Botchamania. Oh no. That was the only thing we had going for us, is that he knew.
I'll take that as a compliment.
Yeah, it's very much compliment. Oh no. I don't even know if they're gonna kill him. I don't think they're going to even kill him. I think they're just going to torture him.
Your warning, agent, but in doing so, you give.
Oh, he did get it through.
The puzzle. Taken separately, they mean nothing, but together,
nothing. There's no.
Oh no.
A pity you do not study art, Agent Kallus. There is much it can show you if you
figured out the base.
Such as a system
is that what happened?
Which does not appear on Imperial charts, but is represented in the eyes of the Ace, Attalon, now the home of your rebel base.
See, he's too smart.
Deploy the fleet to these coordinates.
No!
We'll join you shortly.
Crap! He's too flippin' smart. He knows too much about everything.
Thrawn knows. Knows about what?
About the attack on Lothal?
Yeah, there we go.
Incoming.
No, we didn't even have a chance to get out.
This rebellion ends today.
We'll never surrender to you, Thrawn.
You misunderstand, Captain.
Oh no.
I'm not accepting surrenders at this time. I want you to know failure, utter defeat, and that it is I who delivers it crashing down upon you. Let us proceed.
This is about so much more than a mission to him. You can see how his mind works.
Ezra and Kanan will take the gauntlet.
No way. I'm not leaving you.
This is our fight, too.
There's no time to argue. As Jedi, you have the best chance to escape, and there's no one I trust more to get the help we need. You're going.
I don't like where this is going. I don't like where this is going. I don't like it at all. I feel like someone's gonna die.
I can't leave yet. There's someone I have to warn about this, out in the wilderness.
What? Kanan, no. I need you and Ezra to go get
help.
Is it, That's what I'm doing.
You mean from him?
Hey,
yeah.
I'm a persuasive guy.
Who are you talking about?
Would it be our old friend?
But I need you to try.
You got mixed up in this.
Are we going to...
I'd be slinging for Jubas. Does it? Tastes good.
They do, don't they?
They're the best. Oh, everyone be safe. I'm so sorry to do this, but I have a bad feeling about this. I really do.
These rebels, I've studied them.
He's...
They will no doubt defy convention and attempt something unexpected.
That's kind of where they live. For it. We would have such a fighting chance.
I do not require glory, only results for my Emperor.
Oh, stop treating this like you're not enjoying every second of this, because the fact that he is so learned and so just poured into this situation, that's not just a mission, you know. Oh crap. We're gonna have some real casualties here, guys. Like, we're not gonna get out of this unscathed. Challer's freaking out. Actually, oh!
You have brought war to my quiet world, Kanan Jarrus.
Well, he didn't mean to. Oh no.
And I will have no part of it.
Ah! You're mad. Okay, you're mad.
Wait, you're just gonna let us die? You think the Empire won't kill you too?
I am beyond your worrying and wars. I am unseen, unknowable, like a rock in the river. Do you think it
such good acting?
This world was... I am the Bendu, the one
in the middle. So you keep saying.
But
look,
how will there be balance?
Once. Told myself the galaxy would go on with or without me. But when I saw innocents harmed and knew I had the power to do something about it, I couldn't just watch it all burn down around me. Some things are worth fighting for.
Yep. Oh man! Oh, Bendu is mad. I mean, I get it because he's like, he doesn't want to take a side, and now we're trying to force him to do that. But at the same time, like, the Empire is gonna come in and throw that balance off as well. So like, which is it? You're not just gonna get out of this unscathed. Which he kind of seems to think that he is, though. But oh,
Capital ships hold the position. Their curses will have to come to us.
Dang, and Kallus is, you know what? You know where I can see this going is Kallus just having to make a big move and sacrifice himself.
Those interdictor cruisers are cutting us off.
Stay sharp, Ezra. We'll find you that opening.
I know.
Okay. Hurry! Oh my god, like ships are just like, oh, everything's falling apart. They're not shy about showing us people just like blowing up too.
Abandon ship and make for Atalon.
Okay. So we're
Staying, Commander. Very well.
Oh no.
Man your stations.
Oh, they're like, we're not gonna give up. Dang it.
Ordered us to maintain our position.
Move to intercept. I will not be denied the glory of this kill.
Oh! Oh no! Oh no! Why did you have to deviate from the plan? Seriously?
Constantine, return to your assigned coordinates immediately.
I've had enough of your games.
Oh! I don't think you want to mess with Thrawn! I think you're playing a very dangerous game.
What's Sato doing?
He's drawing that ship out of position. Get ready to jump.
Okay, so he's making the opening, in other words, okay. I knew someone was gonna sacrifice themselves. Oh, dang it all.
Take evasive action.
Oh! That's what the plan was! Oh no! Sato! He didn't just make an opening, he did a collision course. Go, just go. Don't let it be in vain.
Constantine was careless. Let's hope he did not undermine my efforts. Press the attack, force them to ground.
Well, I mean, I guess the fact that he rushed in there was actually a good thing for the rebels because he threw off the plan enough.
You can feel it, can't you? My friends are dying.
Such is the fate of all living beings.
Not like this.
No.
Crushed by overwhelming evil. Help us survive, Bendu. Help us fight.
I will not fight your petty battles.
You'd rather hide, like a coward.
Ooh!
Oh,
he said it?
Called a coward by the likes of you, Kanan Jarrus.
Oh, but that struck a chord, didn't it?
Of the Force, that the Jedi and all your kind perish, and I serve the will of the Force.
I can't believe that this is the will of the Force, Bendu. I know you're upset. I know you didn't want this. I know you're not about fighting wars.
Bendu?
Bendu? Did Bendu take off?
Bendu!
Is Bendu gone? Bendu's gone. Bendu took off. He's like, I'm out of here. Also, can we just have a round of applause for Tom Baker's acting? Hey, Mom!
Something you can do.
I wish I could help you, Commander Bridger, but I can't. Doing so would play into Thrawn's hands, and he would wipe out all we've worked to build.
Oh.
I know. He planned.
I promise you, we will do our best to negotiate fair treatment for the prisoners.
What if there are no prisoners? I'm not...
May the Force be with you.
And also with you.
No, we can't go back. Not without help. And I think I know where to find you.
Where?
Sabine.
Ah! Sabine! Oh, no, you're gonna end the episode there. Oh. Guys. Oh, my Lord. Okay, first off, before I even get into, like, the events of the episode, what a phenomenal way to bring Sabine back into the fold. And I mean, if we can make that work, that's going to be a lot of like firepower. That's going to be some substantial help. If we can make it work. Now, we don't know what is going on. Like, I don't even know how much time has passed since we left Sabine and everything, but that would be pretty sweet. I gotta say, if we can make that work. And Ezra's really thinking on his feet. And you can see Mon, and it's funny because I've gotten to know Mon a lot better in another show. And you can see how, like, we're still thinking in terms of, like, a little bit more of the, I hate to say political because that feels like it has such a negative connotation. But we are thinking about this, like, a little bit more politically. As someone in the Senate would, I think, you know, you're kind of, you're seeing it through those eyes and not the same way that, like, we're looking at it as the rebels who are kind of, like, in the trenches here on the show. It sounds really negative when I say it. It's not meant to be negative. It's just kind of an interesting, like, you know, oh, we'll be sure to negotiate, you know, fair terms for the prisoners. Like, you guys, this is the Empire. Of course, by this point, to be fair, we might still have some concept that the Empire is playing by some rules. Like, at this point, we haven't had the whole thing where they just go in and just, like, destroy the Senate, destroy Alderaan, like, all of that. So maybe we are just still kind of, like, working under the base assumption that, that they have some kind of scruples, I guess. But, like, I'm sitting here watching this and I'm like, oh, I wouldn't trust anything from the Empire. Meanwhile, Kallus is just, like, watching all of this happen. I knew there was going to be, like, a big, epic feat. I didn't think it would be Sato, though. He made the opening, all right. He made the opening, and he took out some Imperials while he was at it. Dang. Oh, that's, you know, come to think of it, every time they show him, I'm always kind of thinking in the back of my head, like, we don't really see him, but we don't know any of our crew, like, for the most part, beyond this show. And so that kind of leaves that possibility open for everyone, you know. And the person I'm thinking of is not even on the show anymore that, like, I know in the future. But yeah, we had a lot going on in this one, guys. Oh, it would have been a really, really great attack if it had not been for Thrawn. You see how, like, other Imperial, even, like, slightly more higher up, they're not working as cohesively as they should be. They're not seeing the big picture. They're seeing what's best for my position, what's going to get me glory, and Thrawn is just looking at all of this so high level. And I don't care what he says about, like, I'm just doing this for my Emperor. And that might be true, but at the same time, like, he is invested in this. He has not just studied. He has not just researched. He has, like, eaten, slept, and breathed everything about the rebels since he came into this scenario. It's much more than a mission to him, and that's why he is succeeding the way that he is, because he is able to see past a lot of, like, agendas, just all kinds of stuff that, like, surface level would seem obvious, and he's looking past that. So that is very bad. Like, we for sure would have pulled that off if it hadn't been, or we at least would have gotten farther than we did here. Okay, Bendu. Okay, first of all, I have to take a minute and just do a round of applause for Tom Baker's voice acting, because, man, was he killing it here. You could, like, feel the anger and the gravitas just coming off of those lines. Good Lord. Man's a legend for a reason, you know. I'm a big Doctor Who fan also, so, which I think a lot of you probably already know. But anywho, like, I get where Bendu's coming from, and this isn't a unique perspective, I feel like, in terms of, like, all the Star Wars I've seen, because I feel like I've seen other situations where it's like, no, you know, like, it's not the way of the Force, like, we don't get involved in stuff like this. But at the same time, if you're talking about balance, like, how on earth is the Empire coming in and doing all of this going to maintain any kind of balance? And I get where, like, Bendu's like, well, whatever, like, all living things die, so, like, you know, if you're gonna die this way, you're gonna die this way. But Kanan's got a point. This is not natural. If your thing is to let things play out naturally, like, this is not natural. And sadly, war is prevalent You know, that is a sad fact that, like, where individual beings exist, conflict will rise. But again, like, if your whole thing is that you're in the middle, I just feel like either way, things are going to get thrown very, very off balance. Like, why not just, you know, but he does not see things in the terms that we see them. But I wonder if Kanan made an impression, though. I wonder if Kanan got to him a little bit, because he seemed pretty angry, and I feel like maybe Kanan kind of struck a nerve, and maybe we will see him show back up and be like, thought about what you said, and I'm not doing this for you, I'm doing this for me, and then just like flick, just take Thrawn and just be like, boop! Get Tarkin while you're at it. No, I know he's gonna be back. Oh, you guys, you know me and Tarkin. Ugh. We go way back and not in a good way. All right, guys. That was fantastic. Again, I was just super worried throughout that episode because I feel like there were so many death flags. And we did inevitably end up having a lot of deaths, including Sato. But it's like we have given up so much to see through like every mission. Like, the thing is that you don't realize that, like, watching it at the higher levels, like how many people just had to be taken out in order to like even get to this point. And even now, just even to make even just a small chance for success, just like all people had to give their lives. It's mind-blowing. But yeah, so all right, guys, I am down to see Sabine again. Who's with me? Oh, I can't even, I'm not even gonna sit here and pretend to try and imagine like what it's gonna be like when we get there. Let's just let it happen. I won't predict. I won't do anything. I'm just along for the ride. How's that? Fantastic episode. Cannot wait to see how the season is going to end. I'm scared. I'm excited. I'm all of the above. I hope you enjoyed watching along with me. As always, thank you so much for joining me today. And please, please do not leave me on my own for the last episode of season 3. I will need you. Please be sure to join me next time. We will watch it together. Bye for now, guys.